Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Miller with the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The offense changing the play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a third down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off-play action on first down. Steps away to find some room. On the run, deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got his man. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. On the run, fires downfield. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, that's one of those as a quarterback. You're out on the perimeter of the field. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. You think you can fit it in there, but, man, you got a lot of speed. Next time you're in that position, you might just decide to take off because you might just go score.
Take off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Miller with the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. But one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play, because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help in the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them, but I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The give out of the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
To throw, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Off play action. Going for 6. Touchdown Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. Right down the boulevard. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Branch. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run, and if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Now he's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 6th play of the drive coming up. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, he's got room. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're going back to the ground. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Russell. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Let's see what he can do with it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need a better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Looking deep. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dogs. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Miller. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. They've got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Handoff to the lone back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Williams.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
That's caught. It's Branch. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Horton. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Tries to do it himself on the draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Pulled down after a nice run, and red zone at the 19.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happened. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Single.
They send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Dances away to buy time. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Tackled there by the defense.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Looking to get it in. He is stopped short to the line to gain. The 4th down try goes to Ryan. That might just do it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.